Raising Cane's is the undisputed king of consistency. They do one thing, and they do it well. But even in a kingdom this specialized, there are traps. Some items on the menu are filler, while others are killer. Today, we aren't just looking at the menu, we're hacking it. We are counting down the 5 items you should skip and the 5 legendary insider swaps that will turn your box combo into a masterpiece. Let's dive into the One Love playbook.
The Raising Cane's in Times Square is one of the busiest quick service restaurants in the world. Yeah, you heard that right, the world. Last year, the company said it did $25 million in sales.
We do not get into value play, we do not get into limited time offers. When our customers, when they pull into the drive-thru, walking through the doors, they immediately know what to expect.
For reference, Chick-fil-A's busiest US franchise did around $19 million in sales last year. And McDonald's busiest did around $20 million.
Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great, thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video.
Raising Cane's is rapidly becoming one of America's most popular fast food restaurants.
Y'all know what time it is. It's Cane's o'clock.
Sales have more than doubled in that same time period.
Everybody likes to think that Still is this emerging brand, but really they're becoming one of the largest players in the category.
Raising Cane's menu is simple: chicken, fries, Texas toast, and coleslaw.
The chicken chain ranked 33 on restaurant tracking firm Technomic's top chains list in 2021. 3 years later, that number jumped to 18, surpassing KFC.
The avoid list. What to skip. 5. The coleslaw, the most swapped item. Why avoid? It's not that the coleslaw is bad, it's that it's average. In a meal built on high-voltage salt and butter, the coleslaw is often treated as the forgotten side. Most customers find it slightly too watery, and it occupies precious real estate in your box that could be used for something far more delicious. It's the filler of the fried chicken world. 4. The standard soda, the value trap. Why avoid? Cane's has a world-class drink menu, yet people still default to a standard Pepsi. With the sugar-to-sodium ratio of the meal already high, the standard soda doesn't offer the refreshing cut that your palate needs after a heavy dose of Cane's sauce. If you're paying for a combo, don't waste your drink choice on something you can get from a vending machine.
Raising Cane's first opened its doors in Louisiana in 1996. It's named after founder and CEO Todd Gray's dog. Over the past decade, the chain has nearly quadrupled its store count.
It is a large restaurant, it is in the corner of Times Square, overlooks where the ball drops, but we saw that as a huge opportunity to showcase our restaurants to millions and millions of tourists who walk around our restaurant every day.
Doesn't matter if it's an urban setting, a location in Times Square, if it's a suburban drive-through location. They've been successful in each one of these type of locations, and I think that's kind of one of the parts of the story sometimes miss, is it's not just about unit growth for this company. It really is about picking up those incremental visitors.
3. The naked finger without the sauce. Why avoid? Let's be honest. Raising Cane's chicken is marinated to be tender and juicy, but it is intentionally seasoned lightly to act as a vessel for the sauce. Eating a Cane's finger naked is like watching a movie without the sound. You're missing half the experience. If you aren't a sauce person, you're better off at Popeyes or Bojangles, where the breading carries the heavy flavor. 2. The sandwich combo, the bun-to-meat ratio. Why avoid? This is controversial, but the Cane's sandwich is often a letdown compared to the box combo. Because they use 3 standard fingers instead of a single large breast fillet, the chicken often slides out of the bun, and the breading-to-bread ratio feels off. You end up with a lot of carbs and a messy experience that distracts from the quality of the chicken.
We will wait it out. We will wait it out to get that location.
In 2024, Raising Cane's reported a nearly 11% increase in foot traffic at its existing location.
When they open up new locations and continue to build that base organically.
Let's say it's a retail trade area that has 5 high schools, a religious establishment, etc. We have mapped out corner of A and B is where we want to be, and preferably on this northeast corner.
Not considering restaurants opened that year.
2, 1, Raising
When taking into account new openings, the company increased foot traffic by double-digit percentages between 2021 and 2024.
1. The tailgate tray for small groups. Why avoid? The tailgate trays are great for massive parties, but for groups of 4 to 6, they are a massive waste of money. The price per finger doesn't drop significantly enough to justify the loss of the sides. You lose the toast, you lose the fries, and you lose the individual sauces. Unless you're feeding a literal football team, stick to multiple box combos. The insider swaps, the pro moves.
Ottavi says one of the key factors to its success is the simplicity of its offering.
They do a great job, keep a very streamlined, simple menu that allows for greater throughput during the drive-thru. From a drive-thru perspective, they're one of the most efficient operators in the business. Really, Chick-fil-A is the only one that's even close to that.
Rapid expansion has allowed traffic to far outpace competitor Chick-fil-A and the overall quick service industry. The company has grown its U.S. sales to nearly $5 billion.
But I think that undersells the rest of the business too. I think the viral marketing this company has done has really set them apart too. So really firing on all cylinders.
Happy National Iced Tea Day. This is Iced Tea in Times Square, about to give out some ice.
1. Swap the slaw for extra toast. Why this is the legendary Cane's hack. Since the coleslaw is the weakest link, 70% of Caniacs swap it out for a second piece of Texas toast. Why? Because the toast is a garlic-buttered masterpiece that works perfectly as a palate cleanser or a base for a DIY slider. 2. Request your toast butter on both sides, Bob's.
We use a traditional line of credit to be able to fund our growth and have the capital that is needed to grow our business. And we take a very long-term viewpoint in the business, and we have no interest in going public.
Why? The standard toast is only grilled on one side. By asking for Bob's, butter on both sides, you ensure that every square inch of that thick-cut Pullman bread is caramelized and crispy. It turns a side dish into a headline event. It's a 10-10 flavor upgrade for $0 extra dollars. 3. Trade the soda for half and half, lemonade and sweet tea. Why? Cane's lemonade is squeezed fresh daily, and their sweet tea is brewed properly. Mixing them creates an Arnold Palmer that is the perfect acidic counterpoint to the fried chicken. The tartness of the lemon cuts through the richness of the Cane's sauce better than any carbonated soda ever could. Ask for extra crispy fries. Why? Because Cane's is so fast, the crinkle-cut fries can sometimes come out a bit soft if they are rushed. Requesting them extra crispy ensures they spend an extra 30 to 60 seconds in the fryer, giving them a structural integrity that can stand up to being dipped in the heavy sauce. 5. The Cane's Slider DIY hack. Why? Instead of ordering the sandwich, order the box combo with extra toast. Take your buttered toast, slice it in half, lay down a layer of fries, dip a finger in the sauce, and place it in the middle. You now have a custom slider with a better bread-to-chicken ratio and the added crunch of the fries. It's the ultimate pro way to eat.